Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today's video is about a topic that I've definitely spent more than 6 months in theoretical, practical and scientific research. Alone this year I have read about 10 to 12 books only about this one topic. I also spent countless hours on self-journaling research and even medical brain research studies. I want to share this insane key for high-level performance that will not just transform your table tennis, but also your overall outside life with a 100% guarantee. Let's start and let me introduce you to the flow, the key to reach your highest possible potential, especially in sport. Yes, boy. Let's grind. I want to ask you a question. Do you remember when you had a training or a match where everything just flowed so naturally? Time felt different. 1 hour felt like 10 minutes. You didn't think about the end result or what you will do after the training or match. You just surrendered yourself to the flow of the game. Pure presence. It was the moment where you played your best table tennis ever. Nothing else but this one moment mattered. Maybe in some moments you didn't even believe that it was you playing that good, right? This is flow, the state of mind that allows us human beings to get in the zone of fulfilling our highest possible potential. Sometimes it appears, sometimes it doesn't. But what if I told you that it's in your hands, that you can recreate and maximize the chances of getting into this state of mind? Let's start with a little bit of scientific theory for the people that love data. In the pure moment of flow, our brain's prefrontal cortex shuts down, which is basically the part of our brain that creates self-criticism, worrying about the future, fear of mistakes, and overthinking. Our brain gets into full presence and creates a hybrid state of mind that mixes the perfect balance of dopamine, norepinephrine, endorphins, and anandamide. Basically, what happens is that we activate our brain's full neuroplasticity. In a state of neuroplasticity, 1 hour of training has the effectiveness of 10 hours. Because in this state of mind, we create insanely fast neural connections. Playing in neuroplasticity is a God-given key to install new skills directly into our nervous system. It's not a coincidence that the biggest athletes of the world always talk about the zone, about the flow. Michael Jordan, once you're in the zone, you don't think, you just react. Kobe Bryant, the game was just happening. I wasn't forcing anything, I was just flowing. Roger Federer, when I'm in that state, I don't think about winning or losing. I simply play. Muhammad Ali, your mind goes quiet. Your body just does what it's trained to do. Novak Djokovic, when I enter the zone, it feels like I'm watching myself play. Everything becomes effortless. Greatest athletes in the world describe the same thing. I'm still a student by myself, so I don't want to create an image of the all-knowing master. I'm still young and do mistakes too, but I'm obsessed on working on myself to fulfill my highest possible potential. And I want to share my current knowledge with you so we can grow together. Let's talk about how we can higher the chances of us entering the flow. We need to let go. The most important and most painful learning for me was to just let go. Leave your expectations at home and accept the fact that when you enter a match or a training hall, that there is simply no guarantee of winning. Our mind loves control. Our mind loves expectations. If you practice and train, your mind starts to build up expectations. You practice in order to improve. You practice and subconsciously create the expectations of better results. And yes, that's true, we practice to become better, but there are too many factors and variables in the match that we simply can't control. The more we study the universe and the universal laws, the more we understand that we become truly free when we accept the fact that nothing is truly in our control. Not one single day on Earth is the exact same. You might say something like, oh, but the sun goes up every day and every night the moon rises. That's true, but have you noticed that the moon looks different every night? and the sun shines differently too every day, the world will never be the same as it was 1 minute ago, because everything is constantly changing. Only thing that we can control is our inner state and our reaction to what happens on the outside. And as soon as we accept the fact that we can only control ourselves, we can let go of any illusional expectations created by our mind. And once we do that, we can experience freedom. And pure freedom is flow. And flow, pure freedom, is pure joy of the moment. And when we truly enjoy the present moment, no matter the outcome, this is when we enter the so-called zone that gives us more joy than anything else. The moment when we play the game of table tennis only to play the game, where winning, losing, improving, or whatever expectations just become a side product of pure joy. It's a state of pure devotion. Let's say we practice or play a match and make a, stupid mistake. Our mind then gets filled with negative thoughts like, "You're so stupid, how can you make a mistake like this?" But now when we have let go of illusional expectations, we can accept that mistakes or losing are part of the game. We accept that we can't control everything. So these negative thoughts stop having an impact on us, and we can joyfully head to the next point. So from now on, I encourage you to always, once a thought like this comes into your mind during training or competition, you practice acceptance and just let go. Trust me, once you're conscious about it, you will get surprised how many times your mind actually sabotages yourself without you even noticing. Just imagine the picture of yin and yang. The winning side, the white side, can't exist without the losing side, the black side. If we keep having resistance for mistakes or losing, it's the same if we're angrily rubbing on the black side until it becomes white. It doesn't work that way. The flow appears when we are in acceptance, harmony and balance of both sides. Practice it and you will see enormous success here where it matters the most. No fight, no resistance, just pure freedom of flow is what will become your natural mindset. Make this your goal for the next training. Now, let me hand you the holy tool of flow, the flow journal. I want you to get a notebook and instead of senselessly scrolling through social media on your evenings, try and recap your inner state of mind after every match or training session with these 3 simple questions. Question 1. What has brought me into the flow today? This can be something like, I have just focused on my footwork today and I felt I was moving much better than usual. Nothing else mattered. Or maybe something like, I have only focused on the sound of the ball when I bounced it on the floor before every point. It got me into the present moment. Be creative. Be aware. Question number 2. What has gotten me out of the flow today? This can be something like, I made a mistake and my mind got into negative thinking, like I will never become a better player whatsoever, and I let that thoughts take over instead of just simply accepting them and let them pass. And the third question, how can I improve my flow for the next training or game? This can be something like, when the negative thoughts come, I'll take a deep breath and smile from the inside and accept it, and immediately head over and plan my next point without any inner resistance. Do this after every match and training, just a few minutes, and trust me, you will build an insane self-awareness and consciousness that will help you find your personal flow triggers that will lead you into your highest possible performance state of mind, or maybe state of soul, where only fearless presence of pure joy for the game exists. Trust me, do a little experiment and try it out for 7 days in a row or 7 trainings in a row and watch how everything magically changes. I can tell you so much more about this one topic, but let's start with the flow journal. And if you like this topic, we can definitely have a deeper dive into it. So trust me, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to learn, but this is your start. Thank you and enjoy your inner growth. See you in the next video.